Welcome to 2021 trading. Here is what we are looking at. Going over the 25K portfolio, last day of the special offer to include the bonuses. Want to talk about these strategies. Want to keep in mind that we are realistic in our trading and that any given strategy can go through a 1 to 2 year sideways period, and why we are selecting this setup. So this is Cobra Crude. Took a huge dip in 2020 and now it's kind of in a bullish trend. Minus 420 the last 12 months. I'm going to go to the last 12 months of these strategies and show you what I'm talking about. Like this for 2021, based on the market conditions, went sideways. One of the theories in trading is that you want to trade strategies that are at equity peaks and run-ups, and you want to trade strategies that are currently in drawdowns or sideways that have done well in the past. So this, if something's in a drawdown or sideways, but it's done well in the past, it can be a good time to get in. Oftentimes when something's at an equity peak, it can then go through a drawdown, or it can continue. Either case, a drawdown can continue, a sideways can continue, but there are cycles in the market, and I want to show you that what we're talking about. So SR counter, or Cobra CT3 minus 1962.50. Here it is, pretty sideways equity curve. Gap continuation 2020. We came out with this version in March, and this is what it's done. It's what it's done the last 12 months. If you backtest it 12 months, 18,585. That's huge. Trading one contract of an E-mini, 42.45 drawdown. These numbers are with slippage and commission. So nice 18,585 profit to balance out these two sideways strategies that we anticipate will do better in 2021 for different reasons. Soybeans, it hasn't done a lot the last few years. Soybeans has been relatively flat. We're talking about beans in the teens with potential projections of inflation in soybeans and prices at $20, currently at $13. So want to be able to be in soybeans. We also have SR counter trend for crude oil minus 1915. Again, 2020 was a year of V's, and we are interested in waves, and we anticipate that more wave action will happen instead of massive V's. And so it's possible that it could still, V's could still continue, but this is what we're looking at. And so we're looking at these strategies, and you might think you've got 4 out of 5 strategies now that are down in 2020, and that is with design. This one strategy here, gap continuation, the profits exceed the losses of these 4 strategies. Let's look at the next 5 strategies. SR counter trend crude oil A, another down strategy. Love SR counter trend 3 crude oil and the potential for this strategy. It can hold positions longer overnight on the SR counter trends 3. Let's look at gold. Up a little bit. I would call this sideways. This is not up 1 or 2,000 is sideways, and so this is what we're looking at. SR counter trend 3 gold. Night trader, one of the top strategies. It had a challenging October minus 71.25, and then it's rebounded since that pretty much, and you see the equity curve here. So your 2 top strategies are up. You have gap continuation plus 18, SR counter trend 3, or night trader up 13,825. That's 31K, and then you have SR counter trend 2 ES up 5,000. This one tests back to 1997. So like these strategies that test back to 1997, it went on a massive winning streak through September, and then it pulled back since that time. Perfect time to get in. It did have a down trade today, first trading day of the year. Georgia runoff elections tomorrow, and the election uncertainty surrounded with that has a big pullback today, and we see the dip buyers are now emboldened by that as they bring it in here and prop it at these levels. Cobra 3 down today, last 12 months, plus 18K. So if you sum up the strategies, there's 5 profitable strategies, 5 down strategies, with 4 of those strategies very profitable, plus 18K. SR counter trend plus 5K, that's 23K, plus night trader, that's 36K, I'm just rounding down actually, and then plus 18K, so plus 54K on the strategies that were profitable, and then the 5 strategies where this one was profitable too, so 54, about 55K because I rounded down on the other, so 55K on the profitable strategies, and minus 1100, minus 1900, minus 3, minus 4100, minus 6000, and minus 6500 on your losing strategies. So the last 12 months, you have about 5 strategies that are down, minus 6500, and the winning strategies are up about 56. What did we say? 56,000. So about 50,000 total net profit on these 5 strategies, and we're keeping the losing strategies because they have a long-term performance. And we want to look at the bonus strategies that you get with this to get more exposure to markets like soybeans, crude oil, gold, and natural gas. Let's look at the results of this. Natural gas, minus 1925, good long-term performance, pretty much a sideways equity curve. We have SR counter trend 3 gold B, minus 175, very break even over the last 12 months, and gold or crude oil plus 1250. These are all with slippage and commission once again. And soybeans day trader 3, again, soybean strategies haven't done that much the last few years. We want that exposure, anticipate more price action as soybeans move higher. And VIX OC is a low frequency strategy that tests well back to 2003 because it uses the VIX. And so this is one of our strategies that has high percentage of profitability, high profit factor, low drawdown. It's a low frequency strategy, only 31 trades, 13,000, and so it hasn't traded since last trade was actually December the 14th, and so it will get in at the session open, 24-hour session open, and get out before the 24-hour session close. So it doesn't hold it during any session closed periods except for the 15 minutes between 3:15 and 3:30. So those are the strategies that we're looking at for the 25K. Once again, we're seeing a market sell-off today. We see these tight sell-offs, and then we see these steep sell-offs, and they're always met by dip buying. And the dip buyers are still going to be emboldened. They're not going to be scared to come in and buy this. But we have election uncertainty with the Georgia runoffs tomorrow, as there is some new. I think there's some uncertainty about the outcome of the Senate race in the Georgia election, and the market does not like uncertainty. It also does not like. It also likes gridlock. So the market likes gridlock, and so if the Senate, House, and presidency are controlled by one party or the other, the market doesn't like it so much. So they prefer gridlock. And so if it looks like the Democrats will, which are leading right now, will actually win the Senate, that could be more uncertainty than what was planned in the markets. Not a particular desire for one party over the other in the markets, but just the uncertainty of what one party would do if they had full control. And so looking at the markets today, keeping that in mind, tomorrow we should have some more resolution. Longest election uncertainty period ever, and we will see what will happen tomorrow. Should be interesting. Looking forward to 2021. Welcome to the 2021 trade.